Palmer, time to get this game started. The Dukes will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Louisiana's offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are...
And being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Here's the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Raging Cajuns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Finds his tight end. Strong, firm tackle. All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the... for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
So James Madison's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all of the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
One back, baby, one back.
Motion from the back. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for the big play. Catch in stride inside the 15. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Backfield, it's Davis. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Perry. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Howard. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And the Dukes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Well, jet sweep pass. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Well, I love the idea by the offense here on 3rd down close to the goal line, trying to get one of their best playmakers in space with the push pass. But I love the defense, understanding where the ball is, great eye discipline. They rally to it, and they get the TFL now setting up 4th down.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Pulls it in. It's Robertson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. The give out of the gun. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The RPO, fire complete to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Barnett. A little screen to the running back. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Still looking on the move. He's loose. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need... And they'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes!
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Raging Cajuns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Catches it at the 30. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Back to pass, it's Barnett. He lofts one down the sideline. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. This time they'll go to the running game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
Right. 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Finds the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The give to Davis. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And the Raging Cajuns need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle, it's Sampson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got him in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Barnett. Quarterback moving. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. Pulls in the deep ball. Out of bounds he goes at the 46-yard line, and a huge play as this offense set up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the 1st half. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
To the air on 2nd down. Buys a little time. Turning it on. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Barnett. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Dukes.
This is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Raging Cajuns will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Buys a little extra time. He's got his man. What a cut. Now he's loose. It's a seam wide open. Oh, he's getting ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, James Madison.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This drive will open from the 15. Makes the quick grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
On the run, it's Perry. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Scanning the field, it's Howard. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt to see if he can give his offense better field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Dukes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Williams. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep it.
Turning on the Jets. There he goes. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Robertson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Gets it to the back. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Corrals it at the 45. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, and they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on...
Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, Louisiana. Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he made the extra point without problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by just 4 to Indiana. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Got the first down and still on his feet. He's loose down the left side. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, James Madison.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Howard. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Got it in the middle. It's Jensen.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The play action fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Quarterback making checks. Going right to work up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Dukes in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's caught. It's Sanchez. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Dukes are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. To the air, it's Barnett. Steps away to find some room. Inside the 30. Wide open spaces. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead.
Touchdown, Dukes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner is stopped. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Calls his own number. Gets it past the marker. Gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Winfield. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
And the third down pass is incomplete. The Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football, because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense, yes.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Defense playing a bail technique. Wants to throw. It's Winfield. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down. Gets it inside the 10. There he goes! And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Fighting off the defender. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Raging Cajuns are flying down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Sluka. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the move at the 30. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. They get to him as he throws. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Looking for a man. It's Winfield. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.